launch it on you or lay it on you, let me greet you in the way that I know how to. Inakwana karo tutuama agife. All right, olodudu. I would say it in my dialect and Mesiere, and of course we will say it the way the Isoko people will say it. Emamurel kill. That's right. And the TIVs will say Nindeve. In the language that you and I totally understand, it will be Unna. Good morning. My name is Uduak Daniel. And yes, a couple of segments coming through. And this is the Eagles Morning Risers Breakfast Show. We like to call this segment the pages, but you say it is the newspaper review segment. Hello, Cassie.
Good morning, UD. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Cassie. I'm great and fine.
Good to hear from you.
That's
Good
right.
morning, Nigeria. It's another beautiful day, Wednesday, here in Eagles FM. For us, it's always a way back Wednesday.
That's right.
But that does not mean that we would not bring you up to speed as to what's going on around you. Remember, it's all about making sure that radio is informative, educative, and most importantly, engaging. Please keep listening to Eagles FM. My name is Cassandra.
That's right. That's right. All right. Now, in this hour, of course, we look into the front page of Nigerian newspapers. At the 8 o'clock hour, we get into sports with Eagles Wings with Alan Smith. And the 9 o'clock hour, of course, becomes that segment where we talk politics and current affairs. We will bring an eagle's eyes into the matter, the latest Senate sitting on whether or not electronic transfer of election results is formidable, is something that we can do or not. Well, that's what we'll look into. And, of course, the new clause and the one removed and what is causing already in the Nigerian society. And at the 10 o'clock hour, we will try to bring to you the general open banter where we get to engage on topical, interesting issues that are trending. And the 11 o'clock hour, some great music. 12 o'clock hour today in 60 seconds in our time on here. And right here will be done and out. But firstly, let us begin by intimating you on some things that you ought to know. But just before we do that, it is also very poignant for us to put it out there that today is
the International Day of Women and Girls in Science.
That's right.
Wow, very interesting.
Very.
Every February 11th marks the International Day of Women and Girls in Science, and it's I think that this is quite timely, and it's good to know that science includes the futures of women and girls. And you know, back in the day they would say, oh, you are a girl, you don't need to be a science student and everything and all of that. But yes, your place in the kitchen and everything.
Right.
But we've seen where girls have gone to become women, powerful women in the STEM sector. We've seen where they've gone to do wonders in STEM. We've seen where they've gone to do wonders in technology. So the theme for the day today is synergizing AI, social science, STEM, and finance, building inclusive futures for women and girls. And
That's
I think
right.
that this is very timely, especially in this era of artificial intelligence and the fact that we are seeing that there is more clamor for women to break more ceilings. I don't want to say glass ceilings because, well, you know, glass is easier to break.
Right.
But I feel like
break grounds.
Like I feel like, you know,
Concrete.
Yes, concrete.
Break through it.
You see women breaking concrete
Right.
every now and then.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't think it's glass ceilings. I see women breaking concrete every time, and you see how it's difficult for you to penetrate our concrete. So we are seeing a lot of women do this. So I think that in this age where people have seen how to advance technology by bringing tools that you can just see, and then you have someone automated chatting with you somewhere. A lot of people have turned AI to their therapists. They have turned AI to their boyfriends and girlfriends
Honestly.
and everything.
Yeah.
But on a more serious note, we must know that artificial intelligence offers powerful tools for data analytics, health diagnostics, climate modeling, and so much more. And I think it's just for us to see how nations, but bringing something like this, it's very important that we always put our girls on, because you see, women make the world go round. And I'm not even saying it because I'm female,
Cassie.
but because
Hello.
it has been tested.
Hello.
Trusted.
Hello,
And
and
we need
approved.
to stamp that approval. Yes, we must stamp that approval to make sure that, yes, women are incled.
True that. Okay. Cassie, I don't know. You're just blowing from all cylinders this
I'll take
morning.
it from you. You know,
Anyway, Anyways, though, let's give you some things that you ought to know right there. The Senate has named 12 of its members to work with the House of Representatives on the proposed Electoral Amendment Act, which has sparked public debate in recent weeks. Senate President Godswill Akpabio announced the committee members on Tuesday during an emergency plenary session. All right.
Okay, moving on from the Senate, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has expressed strong optimism that the lingering political crisis in Rivers State is close to a lasting solution following what he described as a decisive intervention by President Bola Tinubu.
Well, let's let you in on the fact that a former Kaduna State Governor and ex-minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nasir El-Rufai, has dismissed claims of a personal fallout with President Bola Tinubu, stating that he never had a personal relationship with the president in his first place. Speaking during an interview on national television now, El-Rufai said his support for Tinubu's 2023 presidential bid was driven by party loyalty and political arrangement, and not friendship. Very clear.
Okay, I think
We'll not be
the
friends.
former governor is trying to set the record straight.
Yes.
That, look, it was more of, see, I have to work because it's my party.
It's my party.
So whoever my party
Yeah.
feels and everything, I just have to
work
align.
for.
So there is really no personal relationship. Okay, now let's move to Benue State, where the police command has confirmed the abduction of 14 passengers traveling from the Igede axis of Oju and Obi local government areas of the state. The police spokesperson, DSP Udeme Edit, confirmed the incident, which occurred along the Okpoku axis of the state on Monday evening, saying investigations were ongoing. Very unfortunate.
Two persons.
Jury's electoral process. He spoke at the President General Ibrahim Babangida.
All right, now the first sitting of the members of the Edo State House of Assembly for 2026 was abruptly halted on Tuesday following the discovery of a bullet and suspected gunshot holes in the assembly complex. Tension gripped the premises as lawmakers arrived for plenary and were alerted that what appeared to be evidence of a shooting incident within the chamber area. All right.
Very chaotic, I must say. Transparency International, TI, a global coalition against corruption, has again ranked Nigeria as the 36th most corrupt country in the world, retrogressing from 140th in 2024 to 142nd in 2025, while number one represents the cleanest country in the world, which is Denmark. 182 represents the most corrupt country in the world. So it's more like we made progress. We moved from 142nd to 36th, but this time not in a good light. We are now number 36 among the most corrupt countries in the world. Like, we moved from the 100s and came all the way to 36 in the 30s. I think there's so much we need to do. As much as I would say that whether, I don't know what the metrics are, but data doesn't, a lot of things that we do that actually characterize all of this data. Just recently we saw a report, I don't know whether you saw that video, that was
Chamber appoints 12-member panel to harmonize bill with reps. Atiku Amechi, El-Rufai chide lawmakers. Now, Senate okays electronic manual results transmission. So pari passu, side by side, that's what senators saying. All right, but now we see this one here, and it says PDP crisis, appeal court orders harmonized briefs ahead of judgment. Page 7 is holding that story right there. And let's go see this one at the base of the Punch newspaper now. It says, Army deploys special forces to Benue, Taraba. Page 7 still. And to pages 4 and 5, this all-important story now. Security guard hacked to death at Ogun Church altar. Security guard hacked to death at Ogun Church altar. Pages 4 and 5 holds that story right now. I take you to page 15, right? Pressure mounts on Bayelsa governor over choice of deputy. Now, just to the side of the Punch newspaper banner now, U.S. deploys 200 troops to Nigeria. Page 2 has got that story. Okay, it says states spend 455 billion naira to service foreign loans. Page what now? 28. All right, to page 14, Nigeria slips on global corruption index. And Wike Fubara called truce after Tinubu's move. Page 27 has got that story. Let's move away from that one now.
All right, quite a busy read from the Punch newspaper. Now moving on straight from the Punch newspaper. We've got the Daily Trust newspaper, and what seems to be the biggest story, the fact that there is a contention about e-trust raises new questions. This is because it's like an option. It's not like the whole thing. It's like an option. It's either you transmit electronically or not. And sometimes they might say there are glitches, so it's still like a choice. You can transmit electronically or you cannot. You get to decide. So it's not like it's absolute.
So
it's
you're cool with that though as a Nigerian?
I think
electronic
the computers we use and everything, the fact that there is there is, let's say, a 5-story building where you go there and you have an option to use the stairs, but then there is an elevator that takes you all the way. It's because of someone's foresight, the fact that this person is open to change. So I think that change is the only constant thing.
You know, I like the elevator thing you said.
Yes, I always love to give analogies that are very practical for people to understand.
Feasible,
so if you go to a high-rise building now, I want to believe that the first option for you would be to use the elevator,
not the staircase.
You want to make things seamless for you. Now, in this era where we have political parties having e-registration for their voters,
and they had millions.
Yet we see people give excuses that there are places in Nigeria where there's no internet. The same way the POS system is working in Nigeria.
That's right.
E-transmission can work.
I'm telling you.
Why? I am not saying this because it's about to favor one party or another party. Even with e-transmission, if a political party is to lose, it will still lose.
Finally.
But that does, at least let's give it a try. Why? Because it gives us a total shift from what we were doing back in the day. We've tried this method of we are done with the election. It's time for us to transmit result or collate, and then there are people who come, hey, everybody lie down on that. Or we've seen stories or heard stories where people, the polling officers on their way back to the zone, and then you see people come out of nowhere and steal the ballot papers that have already been voted on. We want to avoid situations like this, and I think that with the system, with technology in place, Nigeria gets to spend less, because paper would not be a thing of, okay, let's do on paper and everything. So I don't know what side of the divide you're looking at this from, but right now with the new clause and everything, even though the Senate is trying to be like, okay, let's just give them something. At least they've protested for a while.
If you ask me, Cassie, there's no difference between what the Senate has done now and what it was before. I don't see no difference.
There's no outright say that, okay, we are totally for e-transmission, and that is why I said that it is not absolute. You've given people the clause says that it's either it is transmitted
this or that.
Yes, because so people can give excuses and say, the polling officers can say that, look, there was no network, there was no this. But when we know that is the only option,
you'll work to fixing it, to making sure it works. And that's the point.
If we are giving excuses of Nigeria does not have internet connectivity at this point, who is to take the blame?
I'm to take the blame.
Who is to take the blame?
Me, Cassie, me.
Is it me that I'm here that I'm supposed to take the blame?
Good Lord.
That we have about 100 and something senators, and yet representatives all over, and yet Nigeria still has places that lack access to internet. Yes, as much as there is this case, I know that people live in interior places where there is still internet, and
there is POS still working there.
And that's why I said that there's no Nigerian village that you go today that you will not see the POS system. So the same way the banks are able to make sure that the POS system, they liaise with people to have the POS system, this electronic transmission of results can work if the Nigerian system says so.
Ojus or Carlos said there's no internet in my village, and he could boldly say it. He boldly said that.
I just want to ask this question: who exactly is going to benefit from the non-e-transmission of electoral results in Nigeria? That is the big question that every Nigerian should have on their minds, because I am just very curious as to why we are suddenly against technology and dragging our foot and saying that, look, see, no, we don't want it.
Or?
And
there is an or now.
Well, let's move on from that. But yes, Senate's e-transmission approval is raising new questions because of a clause that they added or approved. Go find out. That can be seen on pages 3 and 4. Now, moving on from that, NIMET predicts early rainfall in Kano, Niger, Rivers, 12 other states. Yes, go see what's going on from the Daily Trust. And still from the Daily Trust newspaper this morning, woman arrested for allegedly poisoning co-wife in Gombe.
Okay.
Woman arrested for allegedly poisoning co-wife in Gombe. Very sad story.
Really sad.
Son conspires with hoodlums to abduct father.
Can you beat that?
This is bizarre.
Oh, crazy.
Wow.
Outright crazy.
I've not seen anything like this.
Outright.
Very shocking.
Outright crazy.
Atiku Makinde visit IBB. Ex-VP seeks backing for ADC. Now, I think that the former vice president is a figure of perseverance, and I must really say that I commend his work ethics somehow, because this is one man that he's saying that, look, just give me the chance, maybe I'll be able to do things right, and he's not really giving up.
Not
but at the end of the day, it is the Nigerians court to decide if really he's the one. But right now, I think a lot of consultations going on, and yes, they were in Niger State to see the ex-military head. Away from that, just atop the big story and beneath the Daily Trust banner, U.S. to deport 97 Nigerians over immigration offenses.
Over immigration offenses.
Yes,
okay.
Immigration offenses.
And
go
then,
find out in detail in the Daily Trust.
And then for about 15 or 30 of them, a hardened criminal. They said, "You're tired of it. Please come back. Go to your countries." That's what it is. Okay. So I just wanted to add that part. Okay, so you know
like sometimes I get so speechless. 10 killed. Many abducted in Kogi, Benue. Sad story. DSS refuses to release their abducted by personnel. Wait, like, does the DSS kidnap now? What is this headline I'm seeing from the Daily Trust newspaper? I'm hoping that the leadership of the DSS will come out to clarify as to this report from the Daily Trust this morning. I think that report is actually on the fact that there is, Daily Trust is alleging that the DSS has refused to release a teenager abducted by personnel. Go find out from Daily, hoping that here on your #1 radio station.
Lands, elegant homes, modern design. Our address is number 52, Suisse 80-925-70000. The number to call us once again is 081-510-20000 or 080-926.
My name is Patience Ozokwo, popularly known as Mama G. G for Shelters Limited. With a reputation built on honesty, is dedicated to providing personalized service tailored to your needs. Join countless of satisfied customers who have found their 0000 or 0809 257. Well,
thank you, Mama G, for that wonderful talk. Remember, our office is at number 2, Swiss Crescent, Abacha Estate, Wuse, Zone 4, Abuja. We also have branches in Enugu, Owerri, Oka, and Asaba, and Nairobi. Think real estate, think Powell.
Powell Homes and Shelters Limited, a real estate company. We be Baba for properties. Our properties national best. Invest your money, create a better future. A real estate company. We be Baba for properties. Real estate. Our properties national best. Powell Homes and Shelters to the best.
Hello, my dear people of Nigeria. Hello, my dear people of Africa. You want to work inside health sector? Abi you want follow collect 0339 420.
And maybe we will just begin to get to hear from you on the Prog Show this morning. Now, we're looking at a Guardian newspaper this morning. And yes, with a Guardian newspaper, we see this big story now. It says, INEC under spotlight as Senate shifts ground on e-transmission, page 6. And just top that big story now, you see this one. Nigeria spent 3.53 trillion naira importing raw materials locally available. Now, in case you didn't take a grasp to that, let me bring it to you again. Nigeria spent 3.53 trillion naira importing raw materials locally available. All right, so we have it, but we're still importing it. That's what it means. Now, we see this one on page 3, and we go to yet another page 3. CISLAC urges action as Nigeria dips in global corruption rating. And we go to yet another page. Oh, it's looking popular now. Court bars Osun local government funds utilization pending end of trial. All right, now we see this one. Russia denies reports. Okay, so Russia denies report of Nigerian mercenaries killed in Ukraine war. Page 4 has got that one. And we see this one here says zoning role, court battles test opposition cohesion ahead of 2027. Page 6 got that one. Academics rule selective implementation of 40% pay rise. Academics rule about though, but at the very base now, experts urge federal governments to criminalize ransom payments to terrorists, and you'd see that one on page 5. And that will be all with the Guardian newspaper this morning.
Right now, having a quick read finally from the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Vanguard Electoral Act is the big story. Radi station as Senate OK's conditional e-transmission of results that can be found on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. And now, still from the Vanguard newspaper, Tinubu and I are parallel lines that will never meet. RFI reiterating on page 9. Go find out. And now let's talk about the Electoral Act again, where I see a picture of the former Minister of Transportation and former Governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Amechi.
Yeah.
He was at the protest. Presidential candidate of the Labour Party joined on the first day. Okay, now let's see. Atiku Makinde meet IBB in Mina. 40 page 40 has got that one. Nigeria drops 2 places, ranks 142nd out of 182 countries in TI corruption index. Is that the same thing with you? I think the other one was 830 something.
Well, I think, there's just a little bit of a mix-up. I think that's what's going on.
Okay, go find clarification on page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. Now, a sharp read. CDS seeks urgent police civil defense overhaul as military warns of capacity limits. Page 42. Nigeria's GDP per capita once surpassed China, Malaysia, when we ignored IMF. Okay, we are still living in past glory, isn't it? Quitting Chippa United was a tough decision. Nwabali Sport Report. Alan Smith will bring you up to speed on that later.
That's right.
Let's move on from that. Wike commits to peace, louds Tinubu's intervention. Rivers crisis. Wike louds Tinubu's intervention as he commits to peace. FG's ASU deal sparks outrage as only Unijobs confirms payment. You took that earlier.
Yeah.
Tax revenue jumps 30% to 28.3 trillion naira in 2025. What does this mean? Go check out from page 29 of the Vanguard newspaper. And finally, from the Vanguard newspaper this morning, Tinubu has threatened Nigeria's federalism, says Bagudu. Tinubu has threatened Nigeria's federalism, says Bagudu. Go find out right there from the Vanguard newspaper. And now it is time for us to pick your calls this morning. Give us a call on 090-7353-0044 or 090-9705-4450.
That's right.
Yes, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Bishop. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
That's right.
Thank you. God bless you.
Appreciate it. Moses, talk to us, Moses.
Call us. It's so short now.
Sorry?
You said to call us. It's too short.
Right.
Short.
So sorry.
Apologies for that. Apologies. Yeah.
And more troops has been mobilized to plateau. A good one. But there's all these records of killing. That have been done. Not until when they strike like this before we hear that more troops have been mobilized. Like let the same troop like Kwara, Kogi, and Benue and Niger. All these. The issue of electronic voting system, which might look at the observation and analysis that our sister over there did, In fact, it's just of corruption. Yeah, Nigerian is long overdue for us to analyze. Yes, system is changing, and Nigerians are wise. Even a child today, they know how to operate computer and many other systems. So please, they have to put them there. They should please do a thing that will bring peace to this nation. Finally, UD, our protector. What is wrong in this nation called Nigeria? It's so sad that all over blackout. What is happening? Who is the minister? Who are those behind? Who are the state controlling our power sector? It's a serious issue. A nation that has resources, blackouts throughout, and you are telling me that it's just a nation, a national grade form. If these people are not capable, hand over this job to people that can handle it well. I rest my case, UD. God bless you.
Thank you, Moses. All right, Moses touched on quite a number of things right there. Let's go yet to another one. Hello, good morning. Hello. All right. Well, please always turn off or turn down the volume on your radio set. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning to you, Elder Najer.
My regard to your family, my regard
Thank
to
you,
your
and
family.
to yours too, Elder. Where are you calling from?
Who did that with your visible voice or that?
Elder Norja, good morning, sir. Good to hear from you. It's been a while.
My beautiful daughter.
Yes, sir. How are you doing today?
Fine. My regard to you. My
Right.
Thank you
regard
so
to
much. Thank you. Good to hear from you.
you.
Elder, where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from Cuba in
Okay,
Abuja.
go ahead, please.
You see, attack in Adoka again in Idoma land. And then I always advise the way out, but people don't hear me. You see, in Cambodia, we established a village guard, and they're very effective. I know many people from Adoka area because I worked partially in that place before. This Obey family them from Adoka. Ejiga them from Adoka. Many timber and caliber. Both army, both police, both navies. Both navies, them from Adoka side. Can't you establish a village guard for your people? Army, how many army we have? How many police we have? Those people they attack in the village. Establish a village guard, and then the commissioner of police in that place, he have power to approach gun when they call a pump gun action. That pump gun action very effective. They can handle that one. All I'm appealing to those people when they are attacking the place, both TV land and then Idoma land. Establish a village guard. Carry a youth. Let them train them. And then the DPO or the DPO near to the DC can monitor them. Monitor the operation. Let them guard their village. If they are attacking this village, they'll call the other village, they will support them. Before you know, if you are waiting for army to be deployed, police to be deployed, army can never be deployed to all the village. It's not possible. Those people they are attacking village from village to village. What you need is village guard.
Okay.
Equip them, train them, equip them. They'll guard the village for you. That's only the way.
All right.
Thank you very much. God
Thank you
bless
so much,
Nigeria.
Elder. I appreciate that one now. Let's see how we can get to other messages on Facebook and WhatsApp because time is really not our friend. But yeah, we will get by in a short bit. And We So Speak is a brand new YouTube channel at Eagles TV Abuja. At Eagles TV Abuja. Subscribe to the channel right there. Leave a comment in the comment section and share. And we got a couple of messages. Let's start with this one.
Right now, starting off with Francis Ozor Namani. He says the incessant abduction and killings in some parts of the country is unarguably very worrisome, alarming and condemnable. Our political leaders and government at all levels should collaborate and come up with measures towards tackling these menaces. May God help us. Borrowing to fund 2026 budget is not ideal. The federal government should begin to diversify and fix Nigeria's economy to save the image of this country. All right, Samuel Onwise says, good morning to you, my brother Ebong Uduak Daniel.
Good morning
and
to
Sister
you,
Cassandra.
Samuel.
Congratulations.
That's
Happy
right.
survival.
Happy survival day.
To see another new day alive. Okay, Samuel, watching you live from Kuje.
Thank you.
Yudi and Kasi offer truth. Our lawmakers who have turned to lawbreakers and taken Nigerians for a ride, especially the senators led by Godswill Akpabio. They are playing with our collective intelligence. What an irony for a country that prides itself to be the giant of Africa. I pray that we get it right one day in Jesus' name. Amen. Have a blissful and beautiful day, UD and Kasi. Thank you so much, Samuel. Right, Suleiman Jibril says, Mr. UD, aka Radio Bulldozer.
Good morning.
And Cassandra, aka Kasi, aka the Radio Golden Voice.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Watching you live from Magaman Gumal Turo, local government area of Bauchi State. Please, Mr. UD, my question here is, why is it that the National Assembly is afraid of these electronic transmission of results and think this is the only solution to end the rigging of election in the country? From Suleiman Damfulan in National Assembly quarters, but right now in
Magamangamo, Toro,
yes,
local
in
government area.
Bauchi State. I think there's another message from Facebook right here.
Okay.
Right now, I think this one is actually from Dr.
Mrs.
Yes, I seen it earlier.
Okay.
Let's just take it now. I think she says, okay, Dr. Mrs. Ma Olebara from Owerri says, in the life of any nation, there comes crucial moments when leaders take decisive actions aimed at salvaging their people from impending doom. Nigeria needs purging, cleansing, and overhauling. Nigeria will thrive when we begin to care about who governs us, how we are governed, and hold them accountable. It will thrive when we choose them by values and question their character and pedigree. Nigerians are getting disgusted and disappointed the way things are going. We can't continue like this.
No, we can't.
Now, moving on from that, now let's see what's going on with the WhatsApp portal. A lot of messages, I must say, including voice notes as well. Should we pick the voice notes before we come back to the messages?
We should.
All right.
So we'll just go take this one now. It's coming from Daniel from Kurudu. Let's go take a listen.
Good morning, Eagles FM.
Good morning to you, Daniel.
Daniel from Kurudu.
Yeah.
You see, our electoral process in this country is full of fraud. There are a lot of fraudulent people in the affairs of INEC. Secondly, our leaders are not willing to do the needful. If countries like Ghana, South Africa, Kenya can even do diaspora voting, most of them vote at home. But during election in Nigeria, it's a total shutdown, public holiday, road closed. What are we afraid of? What are we afraid of? What is the fear of our senators and our leaders for e-transmission? But thank God I've bowed to that pressure. But you know they can still manipulate it. That's just the problem. In terms of insecurity, I want to thank the US for having our interest, and I pray that we get it right one day. Thank you and God bless Nigeria.
All right, thank you. God bless Nigeria, he says. Right, let's go hear from this Eagle.
Good morning, Eagles FM. I am Blessed Sonny from Niger State. I heard you read something about who is even criminalizing paying of ransom. And I ask you a question. Who is that person that is happy that his own person is being kidnapped? And who is that person that is jumping up that is paying ransom? And who is that person that is, clapping hands that they kidnap him or her own self? Sometimes I ask the question, how do we even think in this country as leaders? Are you telling me now that if they kidnap my own person, I should just go and sit down and be clapping hands? That I should do nothing about it? Is that what you are telling me? That I should just keep quiet or sit down somewhere and be clapping hands? Sometimes we should think straight now, instead of looking for a solution on how to rescue the person or how to do so that they will not kidnap people. The only thing you do is to sit down one corner and be trying to criminalize the paying of ransom, because people that are paying it to joy, right? And they're happy that there's somebody kidnapped. So if somebody has the money, he doesn't know what to do with it. He's looking for who to kidnap his own person to bring out that money and dash the person out. Is that what you are saying? Why are we like this in this country? We should stop all those things. It's not helping us a bit. All these people bringing out this thing as a headline, they should stop provoking people. They should stop provoking people. I'm not happy at all. On the show of a son kidnapping his father. You see, this is what you are saying. Issue of money have made many.
Okay, you overshot your time now, but let's go here.
Inside this morning, happy survivor, they may have journey to survive. How are you?
So appreciate it.
I greet my sister.
BB.
Yes, good morning.
For me, God bless you. My name is BB Bless from Otako. I greet Salas, a man of microphone. I greet everybody, my daddy. I call them my father, my daddy, my family. What I want to say, they say, I don't even know what to say. I shut up words now. I take the Nigeria where we get now, issue of security, that become another thing. And what I want to tell our president, what I want to tell Senate, House of Assembly, I know say now they hold this Nigeria. If the Nigeria are better today, they not go say who will they make up for this state and who make Nigeria better. They don't rig our election already. forget say Aneki dan time I say where they go vote if network no they go use manual. Who they go network? Now then now know wetin happen for us last year now where they choose our network for MTN where everybody go MTN they no open now there. But may God judge the wetin they go so for Nigeria. If they so well they eat well. If they not so they so bad for Nigeria, their children they will live bad for Nigeria. May they do well. I think Amechi come out yesterday with his son say his son a doctor. But if everybody can come out like that, but our president where they want vote for, he there now where they want the election 2037. I say we cannot do anything so far. President don't appoint our neck. Now he go the election for us. Watch and see. Bye bye.
Okay.
Okay, well, there is no substantive proof to that. Let's always be mindful of certain things. But thank you so much. We appreciate your contributions regardless. Now, let's see this message. Good morning, UD and Kasi.
Good morning.
I am Ochena from Zuba. Regarding the issue of electronic transmission of election results, I honestly do not understand why Senator Akpabio, President Tinubu, and their APC supporters appear to be uncomfortable with it. The same party claims to have over 30 sitting governors and numerous lawmakers, yet they seem reluctant to support the electronic transmission of election results. It is quite surprising to hear Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, who governed Abia State for 8 years and is now serving as a senator, argue that there is no network coverage in his village. If that is truly the case, does it not reflect poorly on the leadership and development efforts during his time in office? It raises serious questions about how a former governor and current senator could be unable to facilitate something as basic as network connectivity in his own community, yet continue farming, and that the APC will take over Abia State prompts many to question what kind of development is he referring to. These statements deserve careful scrutiny in light of past records and present realities. Now, moving on quickly from that, good morning, dear presenters.
Good morning
this
to
morning
you.
is Mommy Jane Gold from Massacre. She
Right.
says, Orji Uzor Kalu is from my village. For him to come out and tell the whole world there is no network in his village, we from Igberi are disappointed in him, talking about a village that has produced 3 governors in the past, including him. I'm talking about a village that is well developed, more than many cities in Nigeria.
Okay.
There is full network in Igberi, my village. Okay. Eyewitness reports, first-hand information.
You heard it. You heard it.
Okay, so taking Behundu says, good morning, Yudi and my sister Kasi. I'm in Nasarawa State. Killings by alleged headsmen is actually jihadist killing of our people. Yudi, let's say our people offended headsmen. Can they report to the police station or go to court to seek justice just like normal Nigerians do? I think Tinubu's government is weak and can't stop killings. I advise him to go home and rest by next year.
Okay.
Mr. President, Mr. Teki Behundu from Nasarawa State has got a message.
Is that please, Daddy, go and rest next year?
Well,
your votes determine it.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yes, Jabrin S. Pada from Niger State says, good morning.
Good morning to you,
Yes,
Jabrin.
Tafa local government area, Chachi community behind Zuma Rock, Nigeria, needs a serious prayers because of bad leadership we have in our country. May Almighty Allah protect us all. What's going on
In Tafa?
in Tafa local government area? What's happening? Be more detailed about it. Okay, good morning, Udwak Abasi Obong and
morning.
Cassandra. Have you noticed it is only APC members and Tinubu supporters that are kicking against electronic transfer of election results? Why are they afraid of election results being transmitted electronically if their candidates actually won in 2023 and has done wonderfully well and deserves re-election comes 2027? I'm yet to see one obedient or articulate member kicking against the electronic transmission of election results. All opposing voices are Tinubu supporters. That's Linus from Brick City, Kubwa,
That's
Abuja.
right.
Now, finally, from the messages, good morning, UD
Good
and
morning to
Kasi. Yusuf from Wuse too. Good morning, Yusuf.
Good morning.
On electronic transmission of electoral results, Orji Uzor Kalu says there is no internet connectivity in his village. I remember during the last election in Uganda, the powers that be in that country shut down the internet during the election. And the question is, what would be the consequence if that happens in Nigeria? Or there is deliberate sabotage of internet connectivity. Another question is whether there is possibility of hacking, cyber attacks, and glitches. If that is possible, I support the Senate's decision to retain alternative way of transmission of electoral results. Thanks. I think Yusuf is looking at it from different sides of the
that's
coin.
right.
Good to know.
Valid.
Yes. Good morning, Yudi and
Good morning
Kasi.
to you.
Those places that are mentioned, that are being mentioned, about poor no network. POS is working there.
Right.
Joseph from
Joseph.
Jahi, and you need internet connectivity for you
your
to
POS
to
to
have
work.
for your POS to work.
That's right.
All right. So I think we just pick this call and then we'll wrap it up. Or okay.
The time is not on our
we
side
have
right
to go
now.
now. Yeah.
We've got to go. Alan Smith is already yelling where he is, I believe. Guys,